Racing this time, not a bad break either, and dropping out early, Bossy in company with Gala Shields and Satin Bella, and Saint Isabella is the early leader, about a half length on Clock On. A length away third is La Castre, followed by Techniques. Just over a length away next is on the outside, that's going Shigeru Magic Boy. Car Winter in that pack of horses, followed by, getting back a little on the inside, Sign the Pledge now. 2 lengths to Bossy over on the rails, followed by Zamalane. Second last in the field, Satin Bella, and Gala Shields the tail ender. Down the side they come, and Car Winter slip through to go to the lead. About a half length on Clock On. A length third is Saint Isabella, followed by Techniques fourth on the inside. A gap then of a half length or so to wider out on the track, and that is our Tang Dynasty, followed by La Castre, Shigeru Magic Rob, and then Sign the Pledge and Zamalane Bossy. 2 lengths to Gala Shields, and a length further back in the field is Saint Bella. Into the straight they travel, and Car Winter handled the bend awkwardly and quickly. Clock On put paid to her. Techniques is after Clock On, and so too is our Tang Dynasty. Car Winter dropping back well and truly beaten. Here's Bossy putting in a claim and finishing doggedly. It's Bossy after Techniques, who got to our Tang Dynasty, and down the outside is Zamalane, but Bossy draws clear in the last 50, and Bossy races away to beat Zamalane. Techniques third, and Gala Shields fourth, fifth Shigeru Magic Romp, and then came our Tang Dynasty, Sign the Pledge, followed home by Saint Bella. A good margin off next in the run was Clock On. It dropped right out of the event. Then Saint Isabella, followed by La Castre, and a further 6 lengths to Car Winter.
Okay, 3 Bossy, 690, 220, 6 Zamalane on Super Tab, 1390, 1 Techniques, 130, 660, 190 New South for the winner.
Cooksley scoring from 6 and 1, namely Zamalane, and it'll pay a dividend of $15 approximately. The number 1 Techniques has paid $1.30.
A Scenic Gem a little bit tardy away, so is Swapan. First out here, Geiger Sparkle with Quahira Legend, Don't Pay. From the outside there is French Clock. Pushing up in the middle now when they settle down would have been Stargazer. They're followed further back in the race by Fanciful Lady. It's Stargazer getting up on the inside now. Inside Quahira Legend, a length and a half. Then further back is Don't Pay. A Geiger Sparkle the rail. On the outside of those is French Clock, 1.5 Fanciful Lady from Lear. Fuss 3 out, followed further back by Bell Style, 1 to Swapan. 2 further back in the race, Lady Bank, and 2 last of all is Scenic Gem. Coming off the back straight now, and Quahira Legend has crossed over. Led 2 lengths now to Stargazer, 2 to Don't Pay, third on the outside of Geiger Sparkle, 1 then to French Clock, 2 to Fanciful Lady, a fair way off them from Lear, and further back Bell Style. Straightening up, and Quahira Legend extended in front now, got away 2.5 in front of Stargazer, under some pressure chasing. The leader drifting off the fence a little, Quahira Legend. It's getting about 3 away from the fence. Stargazer back inside at a length off. They're holding Fanciful Lady, and further back Geiger Sparkle. Quahira Legend in front with getting up on the inside now. Coming after it, Stargazer. Quahira Legend still a neck in front. Stargazer trying hard. Quahira Legend's holding on from Stargazer. Fanciful Lady, and Quahira Legend gets home from the inside. Stargazer, I'd say. 2 away third, I'd say. Probably Fanciful Lady from Geiger Sparkle. Then further back in the race, the outside would have been French Clock. A gap Swapan. Further back Bell Style Lear. The outside then came at the head of the others, Lady Bank, and the last couple are Scenic Gem, Don't Pay, not happy on the ground, and back there with it, Fuss.
And the winner number 2, Quahira's Legend, 440 and 170, 7 Stargazer, 220, 3 Fanciful Lady at $2 even.
On the Super Tab, 2 Quahira Legend, 460, 170, number 7 Stargazer to return $2.20, and 3 Fanciful Lady to return $2.10. Now we will clear this update on the...
Racing this time, Crustacean began quite nicely, showing speed. Planet Hollywood. Hula Hoop from out wide began nicely, going up in search of the lead in the early part. Lamellison is driving forward, caught 3 wide as they link up with the course proper, but going up towards the leading bunch. Lamellison still 3 deep, just in front of Hyoro J, and Hula Hoop trailing behind them. Inuit is a length and a half away, 4th, 2 off the fence. Eastern Choice next on the inside of Ado. Then Crustacean, as expected, getting back in the field, but just getting up on the bit a little bit as they go past the post the first time. Then Katisha and Planet Hollywood last of all. Speed is fairly genuine. They go to the turn out of the straight, 1,600 metres left to go, and Hyoro J has moved away with a handy advantage now. 2 lengths in front of Lamellison. Inuit moving up 3 horses deep, and then Hula Hoop in the centre. A length further back to Ado, Eastern Choice on the rails, followed by Katisha. Second last is Crustacean on the inside, and a length off at the rear. Planet Hollywood. Inuit has gone to the front. They sweep towards the back now and go up in the direction of the 1200. And Inuit has crossed over onto the rails and moved away to be 2 in front of Hyouro J. Hula Hoop is a length away third, followed by Le Malazan, parked away fourth on the rails. 1 to 0, then Eastern Choice, Katisha Crustacean, and Planet Hollywood stood at the rear. Inuit in front at 1100 metres to go, and increasing the advantage now to be 3 in front. In second berth there is Hyouro J, followed by Hula Hoop, and then Le Malazan on the inside of Aloalo, Katisha next on the outside of Eastern Choice, then Planet Hollywood, and at the rear of the field is Crustacean. Inuit in front, they leave the back and head on to the top bend. Inuit by 3 lengths. In second berth there's Hyouro J, followed by Hula Hoop. Le Malazan next on the inside, and Aloalo going forward, but forced to go wide as he starts his run. Katisha is next in company with Eastern Choice, then Crustacean, who's giving the leader about 6 lengths as they approach the corner, and Planet Hollywood is last of all. Inuit is the leader. They head for home now. Thompson's gone for the whip. Inuit is a half length in front of Hyouro J on the outside. Le Malazan looking to work clear. Aloalo is up on the outside of Le Malazan, and they're having a bumping duel at the moment. Le Malazan still can't work into the clear, although he's spotting a little bit of daylight now. Hyouro J in front with 150 metres to go. Le Malazan trying hard, coming after Hyouro J now. It's Hyouro J a half length in front of Le Malazan. I don't think Le Malazan is going to reach Hyouro J. No, they hit the line, and Hyouro J is kicked on the inside to win. Photo second and third. Planet Hollywood flying home out wide, has got pretty close at the end. Le Malazan, Katisha and Aloalo in that photo as well. Eastern Choice just behind them, then Inuit. Further back in the field came Crustacean, and the last one home was Hula Hoop.
Number 8, Hyouro J, $44.10 and $8.10. 2 Planet Hollywood, $1.80 for third. 1 Le Malazan, $1.70 for Katisha, $3.30.
Okay, on the Super Tab there, number 8, Hyouro J to return 37.30 and 7.30. 2 Planet Hollywood there at $2. Number 1 Le Malazan is in there, showing at $1.60. And there was another one there as well. We'll confirm those. Katisha might have been number 4 at $3.70, but it will be 8 and a photo on the first there at Doomben in Brisbane today.
Off and racing in the second here at Rosehill Gardens. Old Man and Sir Omni slow to jump, and Arapli and Woolsey jumped well. So too did Bay Tights. Country Sound is travelling fourth, and Cassidy Jimmy trying to get across on the favourite Defender. Length and a half Shigeru Magic Boy, followed by In Turn, and then comes Parochial. 3 lengths to Newshook. 2 to Old Man, and ahead on the inside Sir Omni. To the first corner, 850 to go, and it's Arapli from Bay Tights, and off the track is Defender. Cassidy looking to try and get to the lead on the favourite. Can't quite, and 2 1/2 Shigeru Magic Boy, followed by Country Sound, about 3 to Woolsey, and then comes In Turn 2 Parochial. Newshawk a long way back, 4 to Old Man, and 3/4 to Sir Omni last as they travel down by the 550. Oh, no luck Defender at the moment. It's just in front, wide out on the track from Bay Tights in the middle. On the fence is Arapli, a length further back Country Sound waiting for the run. Shigeru Magic Boy is wider out, and Newshawk's made ground in the stretch, and down past the 300. Defender got to the lead narrowly from Bay Tights. A length the Country Sound racing greenly. Newshawk taking a while to hit the bit. He's starting to come home reasonably well, Newshawk. He gets the split, and here he comes. Newshawk has raced through the gap, hits the front now. Country Sound, oh, Old Man's lost the rider. Sensational happening, almost. He's clung on the rider, but Newshawk's won this. Newshawk beat Country Sound and Bay Tights, followed home by... On the outside was Parochial, the rider looking to see what was going on with Old Man, and then Woolsey, Shigeru Magic Boy, Defender, Sir Omni, In Turn, Arapli, and Old Man has finally dislodged the rider Shane Dye. How Shane hung on for as long as he did is nothing short of a miracle. He's over here on the Equitrack, about 50 metres past the post. One of the veterinary surgeons, Greg Nash, down on the track beckoning the ambulance to come down to Shane, who's just writhing around in pain on the ground. I was so intent watching the finish that I couldn't get a good glimpse of Shane naturally over the last 50 metres to the winning post, but he was dislodged. The horse veered to the outs. The horse, let's have a look at this head-on shot, a semi-head-on shot. The horse is out in the centre of the track with 200 metres to go. Inside of it, Shigeru Magic Boy. He was starting to switch the tail, Old Man. And then about 100 metres to go, Dye's got the whip on the right hand, and all of a sudden the horse does a beeline to the left, and Dye goes to the right, clings around the horse's neck, still clings. He gets out of camera's range now. The cameraman obviously instructed to stay with the finish, and rightly so, and Shane could well have hurt a leg. He's being assisted by the Zambucks to the ambulance. Well, that was quite an incredible occurrence. The winner here, let's get back to business. Number 4, Newshawk, Darren Beedman. Pretty handy horse, this fella. 4, Newshawk, D. Beedman, 480 and 170. 2, Country Sound. Jay Grisdale has paid 280. And number 3, third, Bay Tights, ridden by G. Cooksley, 350.
Super Tab 4, Newshawk to pay 431.60. Number 2, Country Sound, 220. 3, Bay Tights, 370.
Are a half length by 1.5. A half by 1.5. 170.
And running now, and they came out in a pretty good line too, with Highland Bill and Landowner down at the inside, the first to break the line. Diamond Heist away quickly out wide with Picasso, and Fox Boy handled it beautifully. And coming down towards the winning post now, she's going to ease back on Richard Cranium. It's back last of all. They go past the judge in the first round, and it's Landowner just in front, with Fox Boy moving up on the outside from Diamond Heist in the middle, with Picasso and Desiree deep around Art and Les, Veritable Lad, Highland Bill from Angler Parade, Mogul, and last of all Richard Cranium. Going out of the straight, and Landowner in front now, and Landowner led nearly a length on the outside. Fox Boy, third is Diamond Heist. A length further back, Desiree running fourth, 1.5 Picasso, fifth, a half to Highland Bill, then Veritable Lad. Further back, Art and Les around Mogul in the centre, Angler Parade, and Richard Cranium last of all as they go to the back for the first round. In the Australian hurdle, there are 3 flights down the back stretch, and the leader is Landowner. He's not trying to reef at the moment. He's out 2.5 in front and comfortable in the lead, Landowner, by 2. Second is Fox Boy, 1 then to Desiree, and then Diamond Heist, 1.5 Picasso. Highland Bill inside, Veritable Lad, and Art and Les out 3 deep, 1 to Mogul. Richard Cranium went up on the outside of Angler Parade. Here's the second one down the back, and Landowner in front with Desiree getting a little closer. Fox Boy tucked away third inside, Diamond Heist. Picasso pulling double out 3 deep, a length into Veritable Lad from Highland Bill. They're followed further back in the race by Angler Parade, the centre from Art and Les. Veritable Lad reached for that one, followed by Mogul, and last of all Richard Cranium as they complete that trio of flights going down the back straight and come off the back, and from first to last there would be about 8 to 9 lengths. Compact field, and the leader is Landowner. The rider sitting a little high on him, but he travels a length and a half. Picasso a length into Desiree. Over on the inside, Fox Boy saving ground fourth. A length further back, Diamond Heist fifth, 1 then to Art and Les from Highland Bill. Veritable Lad, and further back Mogul, followed by Angler Parade, and 2 last of all is Richard Cranium. Coming around the home turn, and they face up for the 3 down the straight, back from where they've started. They've got about 2,300 metres to go, a little over halfway in the Australian hurdle, and the leader is Landowner. Landowner faces the first of 3 flights down the straight, just got under it a little, landed nearly a length in front of Desiree. Fox Boy having a lovely run inside, Diamond Heist and Picasso 3 out. Up towards the second one down the straight here, and the leader Landowner comes to it now, measured it okay, a length and a half in front, and Picasso's down, Picasso down. Angler Parade has been brought down. Angler Parade has gone over the top of Picasso at the second one down the straight, and by the judge with a lap to go, and Landowner in front from Desiree. Fox Boy third from Diamond Heist, fourth, 2 to Veritable Lad. Then Mogul, further back in the race, Highland Bill. The outside is Art and Les, and Richard Cranium still back last, about 8 to 9 lengths off them. Let's have a look. These 2 riders are okay, and the horses have been cleared from the track. Down the back they go with about 1,600 to run. And the leader Landowner, he's had a fair run in front, about a half in front of Desiree, 1 to Fox Boy. He's had the dream run. He's third on the inside of Diamond Heist, 2.5 to Veritable Lad outside at Mogul, 2 to Highland Bill, a half length further back in the race, Art and Les, and she'll have to get going shortly on Richard Cranium. She's about to pull to the outside. 1,300 to go, and the leader is Landowner. Got over it well. Fox Boy reached for it. Landowner landed about 3/4 in front of Desiree. 2 further back in the race. Then came a Diamond Heist. Ahead further back, fourth on the inside is Fox Boy from Mogul as they go to that one. Further back in the race, Veritable Lad. Richard Cranium didn't jump it well. He's 2 lengths from the second last horse, and Highland Bill is now starting a run. 9.50 out. Landowner got into that one, so did Fox Boy, and Desiree goes up to Landowner. 4 lengths further back, Highland Bill running on around Mogul, then Diamond Heist. Fox Boy lost ground from Art and Les, and then Veritable Lad, and Richard Cranium is back last of all, but Desiree's dashed to the front. Desiree in front with 650 to go. She went 2 lengths in front of Landowner. Here are the challengers, Mogul and Highland Bill running on well at the 600. 4 lengths to Diamond Heist. Then Veritable Lad, and a long way back Richard Cranium, and little Fox Boy has dropped right out. 2 flights to get over in the Australian hurdle. Desiree turns a length in front. Landowner having another dig at it. Then on the outside, Highland Bill coming home well from Mogul. They look to be the chances from Richard Cranium. Second last, Desiree landed in front of Highland Bill and Landowner. Then Mogul. Desiree being tackled by Highland Bill. 1 flight to go. Back to the inside, Landowner. Desiree 3/4 Highland Bill. Here's the last flight coming up. Desiree's tired. Went through at a length, Highland Bill. Richard Cranium's made up enormous ground. It still might get up, Little Dicky. Yes, Richard Cranium coming after the leader, Desiree. Richard Cranium. Richard Cranium wins the Australian hurdle from either Desiree and Highland Bill. Unbelievable win that. Further back in the race, Mogul. They're followed behind those by Landowner. Then Veritable Lad, Diamond Heist. Just coming in is Arden Les and Fox Boy.
Great race. 5 Richard Cranium the winner, 480 the win, 160 for the place, photo for the minors, 8 Desiree 420, 2 Highland Bill $2.
5 Richard Cranium 440 170, number 8 Desiree to return 410 and 2 Highland Bill 190. Michael Heath at the Canberra Racecourse.
Hey, good morning, Paul. Good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, everyone. Horses out.
Blazing Chimes was slow away, showing speed, Spectacular Light and Sea Mercy pushing through in the centre in the early part. Victory Moon going forward. Just Amigo is nice and handy to them. He's 5th running into the first bend on the inside of Timber Town. Barbo is next on the rails. A length further back to Inca Man. Covering ground at the moment, Florence Maria. In between horses, Chamel Star and then our Silver Lady, and Blazing Chimes is last of all. Victory Moon's bolted away and at the 1200 leads by 3 lengths. Spectacular Light, Sea Mercy second and third. Speed is very solid here. Timber Town dashing up quickly on the outside, moving to second now. Then Just Amigo, who's just up there on the outside of Prince Del Derby. Barbo is next on the rails. A length further back to Inca Man and company with Chamel Star, Florence Maria and that bunch as well, and the now Silver Lady, and Blazing Chimes is at the rear. On to the next bend, 800 metres left to go. Victory Moon 2 in front of Timber Town. That's the horse with no tail. There he is in second berth. Sea Mercy is 2 lengths away third on the inside of Spectacular Light, followed by Just Amigo, Prince Del Derby and Barbo. Florence Maria starting to go forward, but 3 deep. Over on the inside is Inca Man, the now Silver Lady, Chamel Star and Blazing Chimes coming up towards the home turn. 450 metres left to go. Victory Moon nicely clear. 2 in front. Timber Town running second, and Just Amigo starting a big dash on the outside. He's loomed up to be second as they head for the judge. Sea Mercy is behind them. Then Inca Man, Prince Del Derby and Spectacular Light. Yorkie goes to the lead now on Just Amigo. He pulls the whip on him and drove him clear. 200 metres to go. Just Amigo broke away from them. 2 in front. Victory Moon running second, then Sea Mercy and Inca Man, but it's all Just Amigo in the run to the post. He's going to win it well. Just Amigo first, second Inca Man, and third home Victory Moon, followed by Sea Mercy. Then there was a gap to Prince Del Derby, Timber Town. The next one over the line was our Silver Lady, Florence Maria, Spectacular Light, Barvo. Then Chamel Star and Blazing Chimes, the last one home.
Winner 10, Just Amigo, $7, $2.50, 7 Inca Man, $2.70, 9 Victory Moon, $3.30.
10 Just Amigo, $7, $2.50. Number 7 Inca Man to return $17.10 and 9 Victory Moon to return $2.40. New South Dividends, Melbourne.
5 Richard Cranium, $4.80 and 160. 8 Desiree, $4.20. 2 Highland Bill, $2. Quadella, $38.80, $38.80.
Racing this time, and Count Remy just a little slowly into stride, and from a deep alley, Space Moon got the best of it. Just Kidding got out well. Kidlet up with the leaders, likewise Hot as Hell. Some meat over on the inside as Just Kidding gets back. A length and a half further away is Regional Time, and then Just Dapper. Followed at the head of the others by Triumphal. Over on the inside, Sittinghausen. A length to Power Factor and 3 to Count Remy. Down the side, 6.50 to go, and Kidlet on the inside takes the lead narrowly from Space Moon. Third is Sir Mead. Hot as Hell is travelling fourth, a length and a half to Just Kidding, and then Just Dapper, followed by Regional Time. Sittinghausen, fourth last on the inside of Triumphal and Power Factor. At Absolute is Count Remy. They're homeward bound, and Kidlet just in front from Space Moon. Just Kidding third, and then Sir Mead. A length to Hot as Hell. Matthew Carlos trying to clear a pocket on Sittinghausen. No luck. He's going to have to come to the outside. He's finally doing this. Just Kidding got to Space Moon and Kidlet, and then Hot as Hell, and Sittinghausen is flying home now. Just Kidding in front, but Sittinghausen's got to get him, will he? Oh, look, he might have got there. By gee, I tell you what, if he hasn't, he's been something. Look, he might have got up in time, Sittinghausen, from Just Kidding. Nothing in it. Now, third is close, Hot as Hell with Count Remy, followed by Space Moon, Just Dapper, Kidlet. And then a break, 2 Triumphal in company with Sir Mead, Power Factor. And then came Regional Time, who finished back amongst the tail end brigade.
Protest dismissed Canberra. 3 Sittinghausen in Sydney, 230, 130. Or number 5 Just Kidding to return 11.90, 290. Those for third. 8 Hot as Hell at 170 or 10 Count Remy 280.
He'll get there. He'll get there. 230 and 120. Number 3 Sittinghausen. Outstanding performance. Matthew Carl. He was in awful trouble trying to get a run. I thought Matt would have... I think he was persevering for that run about the 220. He thought, well, I'm going to try and get through here. I'm not going to come to the outside. Then he realised he couldn't get through, and he had to hook him back and come to the outside.
At the coast.
It was a fantastic win. 358 official. Back in a moment.
Number 1 solo act.
Set, they're off and running now. Golden Tulip a little bit slow into stride. The others have come away well. Steal a Deal, Gadina away fast. From the outside, Shades of Blue, and pushing through in the middle now, Bronze Idol when they settle down. Golden Tulip picking up ground. Sorrel around the outside from Palace Beauty and Southlands, and further back, Brienne Spirit. The last couple, Steal a Deal, has got back to last just in front of it, Valley Scene. Off the back they come at the 900-metre mark, and Shades of Blue took over a length and a half in front now from Bronze Idol. Golden Tulip went up third, Sorrel fourth, around the outside of Gadina. Outside at Palace Beauty, 1 to Southlands. A length further back in the race then came Brienne Spirit. They're followed by Valley Scene and Steal a Deal last of all. 600 out. Shades of Blue in front when they come up to the turn. About a length in front now from Bronze Idol back to the rail. Golden Tulip third from Zorel. Gadina behind those, given just a touch with the whip by Hall when they turn for home. 400 to go. Shades of Blue off the fence in front. From on the inside, second is Bronze Idol. Then Golden Tulip. Gadina into the clear, and down the outside, Southlands coming home well. And wider out, Steal a Deal from last across the track. They've grabbed the leaders, Gadina and Southlands, and Steal a Deal from last coming over the top of them. Southland hit the front from Gadina. Steal a Deal trying to wear them down. Southlands in front, and Southlands gets up to score. Maybe Steal a Deal second, and O's in front of Gadina. A good gap in the race. Golden Tulip from further back in the race, and Bronze Idol. At the head of the others there would have been Brienne Spirit. Valley Scene, Golden Tulip pulled up quickly, followed by Shades of Blue. Well back was Palace Beauty, and at the tail is Zorel.
And the winner number 1, Southlands, 780 and 270. 2 Steal a Deal, 170. 4 Gadina, 130. Back to Ian.
Okay, on the Super Tab there, 1 Southlands, $8.20 and $2.40. Number 2 Steal a Deal to pay $1.80, and 4 Gadina to return $1.40. Here's Michael Heath as they...
And win hands down out wide, fast away. Scottish Dancer, Spy Key both begin nicely. Cabana is showing speed closer to the inside and driving through to be fifth on the rails is Strike It Right. Over the Moon is next just off the pace and inclined to get up on the bit a little bit in the early stages. Followed by My Gold Heart and then Emerson the Mailman, Crooked Blaze, Mara Bay. Getting well back Windsor Boy and Decoy Boy last of all. Win hands down and Scottish Dancer, they're the joint leaders into the first bend at the 850. Strike It Right is a length and a half away third on the inside of Cabana, followed by Over the Moon and Spy Key together. 1 to My Gold Heart, followed then by the Mailman. Emerson is next in the centre. Crooked Blaze is over on the rails. Then Mara Bay, Windsor Boy and Decoy Boy whip them in. 600 metres left to go. They're heading up in the direction of the home turn. When hands down by 3/4 of a length on Scottish Dancer. They've broken away from the rest of the field. About 3 lengths in front of Strike It Right. Followed by Over the Moon, who's on the inside. Coming wide is My Gold Heart and then Cabana and Spy Key. When hands down clear as they head for the judge. 2 in front. Scottish Dancer struggling. Over the Moon is up to second, but he's under extreme pressure chasing this leader. 200 metres to go. When hands down, nicely clear. 2 in front of Over the Moon, who's trying hard, and then Spy Key on the outside. It's When hands down in front, drawing to the line. I think he's going to get the money. Spy Key charging at him the last little bit, but he can't get there. And When hands down is won by a half length. Spy Key second. Over the Moon got third, followed in by the Mailman, Crooked Blaze and Mara Bay. Further back in the field came My Gold Heart, Cabana, then Scottish Dancer. Strike It Right was well back in company with Emerson, Decoy Boy and Windsor Boy.
And the winner number 2, Win Hands Down, 630 and 250. 1 Spy Key, 770. 6 Over the Moon, $1.50.
2 Win Hands Down on the Super Tab, 730, 240. 1 Spy Key to pay $8.40, and number 6 for third, Over the Moon, to pay $1.50. Now back to that Sydney call for the fourth. We got about halfway through there. 6 Fair Diana.
Often racing at a beautiful start. Immediately Shindig goes to the tail of the field, and the Essence, the early leader from Come Spring. Third is Anvil's Gold, and then Clearfield Lass and Fair Diana Savarin. Followed by Aphasia off the track is Courageous Lady, a length Kathy's Joy. Last Snippet, and then Swiss Stone the inside from Law of Logic, and a couple of lengths to Shindig. Down the back of the track they go, and heading along towards the 1,000 metres, and the Essence taken on by Come Spring. Fair Diana caught on a limb third, and then Clearfield Lass at Anvil's Gold. Two Savarin, a length Aphasia. Similar margin, Courageous Lady, then Kathy's Joy, Swiss Stone, Last Snippet, Law of Logic, and Shindig whips them in back a dozen or so from the leader, which is now Come Spring at the 800. Come Spring from Fair Diana and the Essence on the inside, a length to Anvil's Gold. Off the track is Clearfield Lass and two Aphasia parked inside of Savarin, then Courageous Lady. She's wide out, followed by Kathy's Joy in the middle, Swiss Stone on the rails. 2 lengths to Shindig and Last Snippet, and Law of Logic brings up the rear. Down to the home corner in the final of the Joanne Series, and it's Come Spring in front narrowly. The Essence on the inside. Clearfield Lass has gone up quickly, followed by Fair Diana, a length to Anvil's Gold, and Aphasia trying to bullock into the clear, and a gap to Savarin and Law of Logic, but Clearfield Lass raced away at the 200. Clearfield Lass about 2 lengths clear. Aphasia can't get out. They're all flat trying to catch this leader, Clearfield Lass. Here comes Shindig flying home. It'll be too late, and Clearfield Lass from Shindig and Kathy's Joy. Then Savarin, Last Snippet, Fair Diana, followed by Swiss Stone. A length further off Anvil's Gold, Aphasia, Courageous Lady, Come Spring, the Essence, and Absolute. And that was Law of Logic.
Super Tab number 9, Clearfield Lass to return $72 and $17.50 for the place. Second to 1 Shindig, $2.20. 12 Kathy's Joy, $14.30. Treble on 439 to return $888.
6-0. For number 9, Clearfield Lass, $60.20. It will be exactly, and $12.60. Bonanza for bookies. Number 1, Shindig, $1.90. Number 12, Kathy's Joy, will pay a dividend of $12.50. Clearfield Lass, trained by Kerry Walker at Gosford, where they're racing next Thursday with a big Thunderbolt meeting, and is by Silver Goblet from Zaprita, a brown mare 4 raced by GJVF and Mrs. CJ Moon, and Cameron Swan, the winning rider.
They've come out in a good line in the chase too. One of the best to begin was Ricochet Rhythm. It's now drifting back and out quickly here. It's Bush Ranger and Tell Disco showing some speed. Sunapper's dropping back to the tail of the field, sorting themselves out, and Burrowy Lord went around the outside of the second fence and got over it well to Burrowy Lord and brings them down the hill the first time, about 2 in front of its Bush Ranger, who's a bit keen up on the bit at the moment. It's second, Tell Disco, third, and fourth, Body Edition. Fifth is Cole Reason, 1 further back, Salieri's Son from Pura Park, and further back Bobby's Duck now from Ambitious Return. Over on the inside, Britambo, and 2 lengths to Lake Thor, 3 to Best Endeavours, about 6 to Ricochet Rhythm, has dropped right out, and last of all is Sunapper. Facing the double down the side the first time, and it's Bush Ranger tracking deep, goes up on the outside now of Burrowy Lord, and coming to that one, Burrowy Lord landed about 3/4 in front from its Bush Ranger, and about 3 then to Body Edition going up third. Tell Disco tucks away on the inside of Salieri's Son as they come to the next, and they're followed out wider by Ambitious Return. Then Cole Reason, Bob is tracking deep, followed by Britambo. Lake Thor, 6 further back in the race, Best Endeavours, Ricochet Rhythm and Sunapper. First of 5 down the lane, and here they come to it, and Burrowy Lord strides up to it, hopped over it well, about 3 lengths in front of its Bush Ranger, 2 to Body Edition and Ambitious Return. Here's the second one down the straight now, and over it Burrowy Lord, handled the fence well, landed 4 lengths in front now from its Bush Ranger, 2 further back, Ambitious Return as they come to the third. This leader got over it nicely. It's Bush Ranger tracking up second as they go over the third down the straight. Out the back, Lake Thor's nose hit the ground at the next one, and over it is Burrowy Lord, about 4 or 5 in front of its Bush Ranger. 2 to Ambitious Return, and on the inside, Body Edition. 3 to Tal Disco, outside at Cole Reason as they complete the fences down the lane. 2 to Pura Park, 1 to Brew Tambo. Then Salieri's Son, about 3 further back, Bob. 4 to Lake Thor, Ricochet Rhythm. Best Endeavours last of the main bunch, about 20 off the front, and 10 lengths behind him is Sun Appa. Going out of the straight now, they'll head towards the steeple lane again, and Burrowy Lord is out in front and fencing well, about 3.5 to its Bush Ranger, 2 to Body Edition, 1 to Ambitious Return. 2 lengths further back, running 5th on the inside is Tal Disco. Now shading it up on the outside, Cole Reason, nice and